Yoshi. No, Yoshi. What a shame. Yep. I'm feeling this one is the fake one because there's a chance it could be a different group. We don't see the weapons. The weapons are the defining part about it. We just see and the body shape and the so I'm excited to see which one we get.
So on screen, indeed, I guess. Oh.
So on screen.
Oh, you arrived here quickly. I didn't even. I know I tweeted about. I hadn't even sent it yet to everyone.
Why goes the smoker?
There's no audio live?
Oh, hopefully, because I saw last week.
There was, yeah.
What was that?
Probably just the cuts are being weird out.
Since it's catch card, they're not allowed to work normally.
I think it's like a thing of like, if when I open other applications and stuff, it's like. What? It's like when you open other applications, it's like because processing is being taken from like streaming to the other stuff you're doing. Like if I open Twitter and whatnot, then processing gets taken away from that, so it like slows down the stream itself. Cool. Which is why I try to not have basically nothing else running besides the stream when I do it.
And maybe grappling.
Oh yeah, but besides like grappling. But like I'm not like multitasking with that stuff.
Down there and a half.
I'll talk what we to choose from I'll say to two things with fair instead of there.
I don't know why. Looks like a wrestling count.
What's Callum saying? Callum says to two-frame me. The owl told Robbie a two-frame was fair instead of using their... Why did you get away?
Change the future.
I don't know why. I don't know
Yeah, first one in ages. Like I've been to Liverpool more recently. Just the way I like it. Mr. Elvis got some certain kind of
I tried to delay it. I was kind
The DK round. That was forward aerial power, not neutral aerial. Chance, make these your last friendlies. I've just realised the time. Right contact. Just like the CR.
Okay, cool.
I need to know if that was like
I can't believe I didn't kill
I think you go up to the 3 cells stop fucking doing that.
Oh, hey! How are you?
I'm good.
I was like, hi everyone, and it's like, this sucks down south.
Good to have you back there.
This will be the first time I've played since
Right, everyone, last friendlies, we're going to be starting the bracket. We're going to start early today. By early, I mean by 2 minutes. If Jordan's on her own, because Marcus has to go home.
If Shulk didn't cheat, I swear to God.
Before we start the bracket, we get Curry, Horus, and Ian. Yeah, Ian's paying me. Cool. Can you pay me, please, you three?
It's just game. Why you have to be mad?
We already started.
Jacky. Can please get Mitch versus Craig in the corner, please? Can I get Shulk on stream? Oh, Kirin, do you want to be on stream?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
I forgot to ask you, but
I get Shulk and Kirin on stream.
Kirin's not here yet.
Tail versus Zane. Is that Asbak? You told me. I'm really sorry, Zane. Asbak? Asbak, yeah. Tail versus Asbak. Can I get Blue versus
not here.
Hankill or Matteus? Can I get
Yeah, I can't see.
Matteus versus
You can't hear
Lucina?
anything. I will tell you right now. Oh, can you hear me? You should be able to hear me, yeah? Okay. Command is fucking really good. Command is really fucking good.
Yo, you're about to play Greninja. You're about to play Greninja.
Oh, yeah. Oh, are you against Command?
Yeah, he is.
Have fun.
He's a 13-year-old and he'll make you feel very old and bad at the game. He's very online.
I will make sure that they're on stream for round 2. I will make sure of it. I'm just going to tell Mo that. Where is Mo? Okay, Ian, can you be player 1, please?
Yeah, I'm prepared.
Yeah, we're going to make sure that they're on. We're going to try and make sure that they're on for round 2.
Hello, what's up? Ian's back. Woo! Hello! Yeah, Mo is apparently wanting to get Command on stream. Probably versus himself after this first set. Sorry? You need a spare room?
It's C-stick left. C-stick left is left. The last time I played was like the online thing. It's not good.
I agree, to be honest, but Kirin wanted to go on stream, so you know he wants that he wants that stream VODs to review, I guess. There you are.
Thank you. I'm blind, so I didn't see it.
I do agree. Oh well, maybe later. Maybe later. Apparently Command did good versus Mish, so I need to get forward to it. Are you checking the stage list?
Yeah, I have it on my phone. If I can find it.
Yeah, it's Battlefield, Small Battlefield, Stadium, Smashville, and Town as stars. And then as counter picks, it's Kalos, Yoshi's, Yoshi's Story, and
Advento 396.
just go to Beast.
Oh no, that's
We're needing to rush this weekly. We need to be out of the venue by 9 because Jordan is running the event, running the place alone. Oh. So let's hope this will be a nice, quick. No. Play your set. Okay. Finally, let's go. See, nice wide stage for Yoshi to throw the eggs, but also for Kirin to keep the zone on. Kirin, please. Kirin was frustrating me in Friendlies by using Sephiroth down air so much, and so he's made it his mission to annoy me by using Sephiroth down air. Now, if Ian is to be believed, he hasn't played since the movement, I think. The Wi-Fi bracket that happened in April last year. So, he's never fought a Sephiroth. So let's see how he adapts to the matchup in real time. Very careful about that ultra slash for sure. That is one of Kirin's favourite ultras. Oh! Terrifying, you can't build into that. Kirin with a stock lead. How's he gonna keep it? He's not got the win. 35%! Oh my lord, I hate Sintel so much. Kirin actually, I think Kirin's playing pretty nicely. He's staying sort of at the Sephiroth zone, the mid-range, and using that F tilt and using his tools pretty well. I am glad to see this. This is a marked improvement. That said, if you could stop committing to these ultra slashes. God, how big that sword is. Yeah, actually, Matt said that he couldn't get the what's it called, the music pack to work for some reason, I think, or something like that. So that's why. Using that side B to get up B to get out of the corner is an interesting use for the move. Good, nice roll. Catch on the roll. It does look like Ian's starting to get the hang of things. And never underestimate Matt's ability to do things weird. Yeah. That's going to be a stock. Never mind. Time to see big stage. He didn't know what cut did. What? Huh? As in, like, cut, copy. What the? Huh? Oh my lord. That is a very strange Mattism. That's almost an SBF, isn't it? Okay. Back to last up now. Is struggling to deal with the sword. Oh. If Kirin keeps making these big mistakes, Ian is starting to get warmed back up into this now. The damage is evened out. The scintilla! Oh my god! That really almost did it. You've got to be so careful with that down air, of that back air. F-tilt. Both characters. Those are really risky moves using the ultra slash from ledge. He's used it all game. And now... saved by the... side B. Oh, unfortunate by him. It's game one. Kirin always had that. Ian starting to get a hang of the matchup, I think. We need to see less of those risky ultra slashes from Kirin. I look behind me and Cactus is playing wrong. Against Yule the Sora.
Yoshi. Sephiroth.
Snake, huh? Okay. I'm not really sure what matchups Trainer really struggles with, so... Wonderful.
That's funny. Tail of the Toaster is fighting Horus.
Yeah, let's not know if we want to do that right now, because I think that would be a good idea.
0-1 bomb. Jay, go play Isaac, please.
Yeah.
We've got to get the weekly done quick today. Club day. New money in Jacky! Oh, we're already doing it, never mind. Bite sizing a player. Oh, I'm sorry, Jacky. Oh, why not? I've got to play Mo earlier.
I'll find you a second chair.
Mo, you want to just play straight away? Let's go. Oh, what? Lord, this gaming chair. Can you stop pretending gaming chairs are the way of life?
Oh no, they're horrible. I hate them all.
Oh, Kirin's going even with me. Ian, let's go Kirin. Callum, are you enjoying your one-to-one Patreon viewer session? Where's Elliot? Can't believe it.
When are we coming out after the no movie tonight.
No movies, only gaming friends. What did you say? Oh, what was it? I have to wait till Sunday. I have to wait till fucking Sunday. I'm scared.
Good luck.
Nothing yet.
Avoiding the spoilers.
One stock remains, unless.
that
One
game,
stock
please. The lottery.
remains.
Wanna play straight away?
Commentary.
Jermaine, come play this, please. Oh, hello.
Kirin was so close to winning game 1. It was last hit.
For real?
Yeah.
Well, that alone shows massive. I've never beaten Shulk before, or at least not on Yoshi, I don't think. Kirin, he's slowly creeping up the seeding list. The greatest attendance in the NE. You know, I've not been here for a month. Kirin's been grinding, but Kirin's been losing this set against Shulk. But, you know, what's my stock again?
That way they have my control.
Pretty sick. I'm going to play Horus. We might as well do it on stream. That would be funny, wouldn't it?
No, what is Goblin?
I want 2-1.
Can you go play Scrob, please?
Okay.
We'll get you in Scrob after.
Oh, God.
Anywhere you want, bud. Over there. Scrob and Chet can't kill. Come the stream. Oh, never mind. Oh. Yeah, come the stream.
Joe, you keeping us up?
Yeah. What a day. Sorry, Scrob's not here. I'll play. This chair. This chair. Yes. You're gonna get someone. Go away. Max, what's his score? What's his score? Max, can you... James, can you play Max, please? This torching gets the cool of the night. Scrob, you come to stream, bud? Oh, sorry. It will be. Hey! Isaac, what's the score, bud? 2-1. Matteus, come and play Yule, please! Matt, please, Matteus, come and play your set! Good, yeah, I mean I lost though. Get out of the way, sorry. You call out the against the regular to be careful. I was 7-1. What did you get? I was on stream, it was 202 shot. Yeah, with Lucina. I just wanted to do it because I'm blind. I'm going to go play Mo. I'm going to go mini play Mo. Yeah? Hello. Chet versus Scrob. That has not been changed.
There we go. No, I've done UK. The monkey slap's working. Well, you can not the worst options. Some awkward moments in the show, just like one had to grab her. You know, the big monkey grabbed her bit of fun. Probably missing each other with shit. Oh, there, will take it. Didn't quite catch landing there without a smash. Okay. They get off each other. Power for 60% right now. This stop it. It is 100% still favor right now. But Mike does have a soul. It's not good enough in that situation. But it is there, wow. Side B killing off to the side. That's how it works. It's the best one give you. Not quite able to do better than that. Clean slide to finish it off. Game 1 to Scrob, well done.
I'm guessing you're staying with Lucina. Battlefield, Yoshi, and...
Like, I don't really have... There's nothing I can particularly say because then they're not even characters I've mainly seen them play, so I don't feel like there's anything I can mention or add, which is a shit. Starting on Smash Bros. Hand comes in. What the fuck? Well, he's had a Falco for a while. Yeah. That's the space he plays. I think he's also got a wolf.
Sorry, what's up?
It's just what I'm saying, since when did Mike come up Falco?
I think he's always played Falco. It's always been like Lucina and Falco, I think.
The first one I saw was Lucina, so that's the one I know more.
I mean, that is his like main.
I think I've played Falcon actually more like KO 6, I'm not gonna lie. Get me that? Not quite killing.
Mike is a brave set too.
Definitely.
Why would you pick the stage?
Why would you pick DK? He's a fucking baller, man.
This is his old name.
That's cool. No, that's sad. I can respect that. Your back guy kills? Yeah, and back guys are pretty strong killing option.
I never really liked the stage of Falco because like it's a decent stage where like there's better options.
Yeah.
I like the dual parts to cast landings a lot more than the single one on this.
Give me more.
This works as well. But like this is this is like DK's best stage. So it's a very odd pick to do versus him, but you know, some things happen. Podcasts happen like that.
I'm gonna be honest, like as a Sephiroth player, I would have taken Scrob to Smashville if it wasn't banned. So it's a really good stage for Sephiroth.
It is a good. I mean, it's like it depends what you're comfortable with as well. Obviously, like I've taken a Shulk to Town City once, And
That's not good.
no, it's not.
What the fuck is wrong?
Because that was when I was still playing Joker.
Oh.
And I like that station a lot.
You hold yourself?
Let's get it.
Okay. You got blue now.
What's wrong with Shulk on time? It's just a really good stage for Shulk, and specifically it was Bobby Shulk. So, you know, that happened. It's more Robbie more than Shulk, because Bobby likes to, as we know, hold back. And Town is a very long stage, so it kind of gives them a lot of space to like heal. It's like Robbie's favorite stage, I think.
Let me just check.
What's up?
Where are you?
He's at the very top.
Yeah, you wait for me and Jacky, so maybe we'll talk about
It was something.
Definitely something. 1, 2, 4?
Well, oh no, sorry, I think my game's ready, but I'm not sure.
It's me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. They're just making ready.
Congrats to Scrob taking that 2-0. And you got monkeyed?
You got monkeyed. What do you expect? It's like round 2.
Oh, okay. I thought you laughed when I said you had a sword.
No.
2-0, yeah?
Yeah, 2-0. I started tail and blue.
I want to get command versus the loser of that. Yeah, but like, I want to get. So
We need to get a Jermaine settle through or something.
well, it increments. Like
Yeah, we know.
basically,
We don't really have the time to just pick and choose who goes on the screen. We just need to play this.
Okay.
We need to be out by now. So
Okay,
just go. Chet, kill, Asba. Where are you? We're on the sound, that's 3. It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. I'm blind. I found it. There we go.
Lobby Credit Game! Lobby Credit Game, please play. Lobby Credit Game, please play. Thanks, Chet. We don't have time to stand around, we need to finish by 9.
In that case, I think me and you kind of play now.
Okay, yeah, you guys are on the screen. We have a treat lined up for you, ladies and gentlemen. We have versus Jay on stream, the rematch from last week. Oh, I don't think it's gonna go to game 10 in winners quarters, but you know, we can certainly try. There you go. We have the gamers' names on screen. Oh. Still waiting on my set, so.
Stop working.
Okay.
Well, what should I do? What is the alternative?
I don't know, maybe both into back there. Ask if they have a step back to her and yeah. That's all. What? So man, you have nobody you are facing the loser of Moo and Jacky. Alright, they did say they want to go. Jacky, can you report your scores?
What?
Can you report your scores? Can you report your scores?
Which one did?
Yes, look, it's right there.
Oh. Well, I did report this one. 2-9.
Okay, wait. 2.
Nice.
Okay. Get on stream with command.
What are you playing a lot to your over there?
Get on the stream! Let's go! Okay, I lied. We don't have Trillbi and Horus on stream. I was lied to. I'm sorry.
Dude, I'm shaking.
We have Command and Jacky. These are very hog gamers. I said it. I said it.
That was wild.
No. Jacky, you told. Jacky, you told. It's just easier because you're always on that.
It's not. It's equally easy to change that. I'm
I
not
know,
arguing.
but fuck you.
But you're not actually yo. I'm gonna play too. Change it.
Fine. Or if you have to change it, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna play too.
Good boy, my friend CurryGovernor.
They're on
No, I almost took the control though. It was so rubbish. You never fucking happened to that Matteus AIDS.
What a go. No, yeah, that's it.
Lobbying Craig Twin, I've got the winner of that. I've got lobbying Lobby or Craig for free.
I got seated higher than Lance at fucking Manchester. That's really odd.
Can you go with Mike?
I don't even know if it's going
Why'd you have to make me change it, Jacky?
Yeah, change it. That's what I thought. Don't you tell me to go play a one.
Screw you.
Well, not TO. You can't tell me what to do.
I'm
also 5 years older than you.
I'm close enough. I could beat you up. I cannot beat him. Hello. I was immediate pressure from Jacky to showing off the pure skill of royal aggression, hold forward meta in the game. But Command's still living. Command's going to command in some friendlies, and he's really good at getting those forward airs and getting some tech chases. So hopefully he can see some of that in this game. Or not, Jacky. Oh, and he gets the F-smash punish. Did you some meta friendly bats? Yeah. Oh. If I get the conversion to the up smash. Yeah. Actually, yeah, it's lose. Oh, god damn it. I forgot to change that. It's loses round 1, right?
Where's Matteus? Yeah.
Now it's actually accurate. Let's go. Oh, you said set up a chat. I first set up a side.
Hi guys, it's me, your good friend Hob Hunks, and I'm here once more for gaming. This chair's horrible. This chair
I'll
is
swap with
horrible.
you if you want, because I don't mind that chair.
I can't find Matteus. Where's Matteus?
He's in the corner. What's he?
No, this Matteus. On here. On here.
Well, I should be
Matt
playing
versus Scrob.
Wait, did you sell Matt versus...
Oh, you need to go play.
Cool.
No, this chair is horrible. This chair is very elusive. Anytime I make a slight movement, it wiggles. Oh, I lean back a bit.
You get used to it. It's really...
It's like a surgery chair. Hi. How come you're here then? What's the plan?
I'm not a word. Christmas is not as fun because I finished work at 4. And I was very
I was so tired.
I went home and just like passed down for 45 minutes. Upright in a wooden chair. And then I was like, no, I'll go with
Come on.
too late to end then, so
So you just come and you have a nice few beers tonight.
and then I'm very disoriented. When I say I only woke up on the bus, literally like 10, right? Like,
Scrubs over. There's one back there, I think, right at the back. Right at the back.
literally like,
Yeah, you're playing. Don't find that.
literally like 10 seconds before I got off the bus, I woke up and I was like, my stomach hurt.
Right here.
Alright. Oh, hello.
Oh, hi there. Oh, I've got the winner of Craig and Max into the loser of that one.
I think you easily win against three of us in pretty much.
I got really not well. I think it's looking at home there, which is nice.
Well, that's nice.
Well, that's just so lovely.
I'm afraid I'm retired.
You're afraid? Don't be afraid.
I'm retired.
You're so tired. I believe it.
Hi.
I'm
here.
Hey, what's the score, Isaac?
2-0 It's coming from me, couldn't quite make it to racks in the end.
Yeah, you did.
I was very mad at my
Craig, what's the score?
me and Jermaine were molding about it. My call-out video overran by like an hour. I'll pop up at it. I said it was a quiz.
I've got to go play.
I thought it was going to be like a 20-minute quiz. Like, I don't know if it was an hour's quiz.
Mark, say where you are.
I'm going to beat Shulk as well. Sorry, that guy was a play.
Don't lose. Idiot. Oh, sleepy boy.
When you do see some quick release on YouTube with me, you can blame me. It's fucking on the camera. That is the second.
Hi.
That's a bit not you, but it's still in the middle of
I figured.
And I shall hop on my microphone because we've got Jacky against Command. So Command's new, I'm pretty sure. Like, was playing some friendlies with Chet Hill earlier today, who really rated this Greninja, and indeed beating Jacky, who made it to top 8 in the previous week. So like, yeah, this like Command's not seeded at all, and this is losers round 1. The initial loss being to Hob Hunks, but we like having new people, and this Greninja is possibly carrying a small serving of sauce, especially rated by Chet Hill, who is on a bit of a run of his own right as well. Made it past blue to face Scrob, the second seed. Did all right with the brand new Falco. Jay, it's your favourite character, losing.
I really hate it.
I mean,
all I see on the timeline is people complaining about Steam. Not a single complaint about people.
I mean, it's not that it's unjustified to complain about Steam.
No, I don't. Yeah, you're right. But also, I feel like even Steve requires more brain cells than you do.
I think Roy is what we wanted Smash 4 Cloud to be, because like Smash 4 Cloud would have been really hype if he wasn't completely overtuned. He just needed to be.
Roy's completely overtuned.
I think Cloud just needed to be slightly overtuned in that game, and he would have been pretty hype. And right now I think he's just overtuned. Maybe is spot on. I wouldn't. It's certainly not Smash 4 Cloud, as evidenced by that big old loss to Command for Jacky. That's the definitive proof. You can't say it clearer. Roy did lose the game.
Okay. In that case, we'll get off.
Happily, I've played 3 days of Smash in a row. I feel like I'm gonna melt.
Yeah.
Oh, that was it. Like that. Yeah, game 2 for Command. Boom. Jacky, top 8 last week. Never heard of her. She's gone. Like, get out. And Command will be facing the winner of Girugamish, and Mish being here as a result of losing to Curry, but game 3 with Craig at game, who did go back to Yoshi for this week. Does not have his fight stick. Yoshi,
Even
of course,
after,
being.
Even after he said he would, after we made the meme about the fight stick control pad combo. Terrible.
Oh, is that what his Spanish tier list caption was? What did it say again?
I can't remember. I think it was just, oh no, it was just a bunch of question marks because it was so...
I will gladly take celebridad in Los Países Bajos. Los Países Bajos. Actually got a real Spaniard to translate it for me.
Really?
Delighted by it. We also uncovered, so apparently it's just Países Bajos and not Los Países Bajos. Because Los means the, but like, you know, it's the Netherlands for us, but it's Netherlands in Dutch and Países Bajos, whatever that means in Spanish. But Google Translate wants to keep the Los, but it feels like more of a sentence.
I went into Wikipedia. I went onto the English language page for the Netherlands, and then I went onto the Spanish translation of that page, and it had it written as Los Países Bajos.
Wait, is it? Oh, maybe I could be wrong then. Because look at that flag. Any Dutchies watching today? Either way, I think I have one of.
Is this one?
So it's not bolded, but it does have a loss in front of it.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. My celebridad status is going up.
It was either that or Hollander, but I know that the Dutch don't like Holland as a name.
Yeah, I've got a lot of viewers who aren't specifically in Holland, so you know.
You know what, actually, let's just leave that as Spanish, so the next person to use this.
Yeah.
Lovely.
We've got a Chet Hank Hill score, live and present.
Well,
what is it? Smash and crash.
You're playing the winner of You Link here.
Oh, Chet Hank Hill on a huge run! You got the choice between the 20th seed and the 23rd seed. How did you even get that scenario?
And then you get the
Wait, so does that mean you'll beat Cactus 2-1?
Yes.
Cactus the 10 seed. Controversial, I'd say. A little bit. You know.
I would have seen it.
You're making a statement. Has suffered the festive defeat to Matteus, who will be moving on to face Scrob. Das Piobas de Roma.
Oh, no wonder I was having trouble finding the Spanish translation of this page. It's already the Spanish translation.
Oh, we've got a Girugamish with a score.
Oh, we can play Command on screen.
I guess.
Dropped a game, but Mish has eviscerated Blaze something. And we'll be facing Command, our brand new Greninja. Cactus the 10 seed is gone. Shulk moves on to face me. That's a bit of a cruel one for losers round 2, but let's give it a crack.
It's command on stream.
It's your return, so yeah, more stream.
We're getting more command. Yeah, kick him off, kick him off. Get off. Why are you putting mission? Command. Okay.
Land and Mish. You will want to pick the stage, I think.
Did you pick the stage? Okay. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Command and Mish.
Mish the one that asked for Command to be on stream earlier.
good start from Command, although Mish just hasn't been landing those combo starters. When he does, things could really even up very quickly. And then again, landing those combo starters on Greninja in general, you know, such a fast character in the neutral. It's not easy to land those up tilts. On a character dashing around so fast. They say that, but the down tilt, that seems to work that. It really is 3 stocks to 1, goodness me. And Mish was trying to learn Greninja at one point. Maybe you could consider this a schooling. Good tech by Mish. Saved his life there. He really wants to get this stock at least. But Command is playing the ledge really well. And just the dashes. He's using that Greninja speed. Just like a good Greninja should. The back air. 3 stocks to 1. Command is looking good. Hello, yes.
Go to me.
Mo wants to go. Golden. I don't know what Attack Cancel Bear looks like to be fair, so... Oh my god! No way! Oh, you just do not. You do not want to DI in on those back airs. I think Greninja's airspeed just sucks. Like, the jab lock, and the down smash tech chase. Command is looking absolutely nuts, and Mish is lost. That's some damage. Yeah, Mish is completely lost. These very high pressure Greninjas, they are quite the thing to play, to sort of learn to fight against. You do need to have especially good defensive options and reactions, call outs on their movement. The Command is down tilt, down tilt. Greninja is one of those characters that is super grounded, so... okay, no, Mish is back. This kid is nuts. That is 2-0. Okay. Greninja. Greninja.
Very hard to find.
Extremely. You can get Jermaine and Connor and
No,
Scrob mode.
the Scrob mode player?
Let's have. How far are we in bracket?
You're doing alright. The losers is slightly behind me as it is.
Okay.
So they're playing.
We're playing. Scrob and Mo, are they playing?
Mo's over there, TO.
Should we get them on stream?
That's what I was thinking. Mo's the TO. He knows where he's going, so he's the one who makes it.
Hello.
Hello. That's please.
Okay,
Oh, I wish I had Matt. I wish I had Matt. Oh, why wasn't I 16th seed? 2-1. And then he hit me with up smash at 121 and I was raging. Well, what the fuck's going on with you and Kirin?
still going.
Is Matt Command going?
No, because...
No.
No, this stuff on stream?
Me and Adam were saying we could, but we could also just wait for Kirin to play you and put that on, because like the loser of the Scrob goes all the way to the end. Loser of the Scrob goes all the way to the end. Because he beats me to Jacuzzi in bracket.
We're going to have...
Is Matt on? Is Matt in it? Is Matt on? Is Matt going?
I don't know. So yeah, we're waiting on Kirin and Ewell, and the winner of that will fight Chet and Kill, and we'll have that on stream.
Is Matt playing?
No.
Matt's not playing. Matt's not playing. Matteus in command! Come to this center over here, please!
What, Matteus? Matteus, I'm putting him on stream.
Get onto it.
Joe's pulling up. We could also just put him on stream.
I thought you were going to put it on something. Oh. I guess my trio decisions don't really matter in the end. Oh, Kirin! No, you're off. I told you that one there.
There's no, sorry, there is no good reason to anything. Sorry, my brain is full.
I said go over there and then I was ignored, so...
Sorry, Matt. Sorry.
We are going to... Okay, we're going to go back. We should get... No. Why don't we get more?
I'm gonna go play a game behind you. You wanna play? Someone said you?
What? I've not got my controller.
I'm gonna go play. The rest of the days, yeah, we're forward.
That is the next set on 2. Then you Then one of those.
I'm out at the same time.
Yeah, usually Chet is behind, so let's just get this played.
Oh my fuck. We'll fight James.
Okay, well, yeah, okay, we're not having an option, we're going to have Command again versus Matt. But,
I'm not making any more TA decisions.
alright,
Go through.
I don't know why, like, I don't know why they but like, you know, whatever, we'll have him on stream again. And I've been saying, like, this guy's Greninja is pretty good at come on play, as you saw earlier. So let's see what Matt's able to do against it. Matt not too, what's the word, versed in this matchup. Like,
You see Kelly's in the same pool as Leo. Smash roll too.
oh, that's tragic. That is tragic. Now, Matt is holding his ground decently here. He's playing grounded, which, like I said, I think is the better option. I don't know how to fight Greninja to be fair, so like I didn't know that grounded is the better option, but like I guess we know now, which I think makes sense because like he's very good at like what's the word?
Very good lovely air slash. That was really funny.
Very good, like
Callum, that's what we were going to do, but it got overruled. So
yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Mo's just.
Let's not. I don't think anyone else should make these real decisions anymore. But anyway,
whatever.
backslash, the classic Matteus backslash, but alas, not finding it.
Yeah, I was saying Matt's been playing this pretty well. Like he's not too. I don't think he knows the matchup too well, or from what I know, but like he's playing it pretty well. He's playing quite grounded, which, as Callum said, I think is like a good option, which I understand. Like I think makes sense because like Greninja's very good at catching landings with like dash attack and pivot grab. So you want like staying grounded is seems like a good idea, which I was working out pretty well. Falco?
Okay, it is 2-1 to you.
Yeah, we already got that. Somebody else. We were going to put it on stream, but...
We're gonna have the next one. We're gonna have the winner of that versus Chet on stream, but instead we can hopefully get
I'm real plays in front of you.
okay, have fun. My good friend Joe has gone to go play Friendlies and left me to fence stream for myself. Okay, gonna not shield the second hit. That's kind of one of those lowest check situations. Oh, Gren is grounded because that's kind of, oh right, I see what you mean, okay. In fairness, I think staying grounded versus Gren is also a good option because he's also very low to the ground. So like a lot of like aerials tend to kind of whip over his head unless you got a big sword like Shulk over here. Very good, no, really good catch there, catching the run. It depends on the card, yeah. As Shulk, I would say you want to be more airborne, but like Falco Joker, I'm not too sure right now, but as Falco definitely I think grounded for Joker I'm not 100%. Really good. I think that's what the down for our team, but it's really good. Good confirm down to 4 there. Really good option there. Okay, good ground from that. In this corner position here, kind of like this fade back forward, I just kind of cornered himself a bit. You see the shield up coming out. Okay, good count that. Doesn't get much else from it though. Okay, the line over that. Okay, good. Get up to our shield. And doesn't get the leg shot. Or keep him rather. And also doesn't get the leg shot, I guess, yeah. Not that about it. Okay, got the Greninja off stage, doesn't catch the side of the air, but you know Matt was trying to scout that out. Okay, goes for the jump out, let's see the option. Down, doesn't get it. And the smash out comes out, you know, wanting to avoid this as best he can. I would have probably stayed on the platform if I was command, but either way, he gets hit the other side of the stage there, gets a still. And Matt's been really commanding, keeping command in the corner here. I'm classic rollback S now. I'll let you well there. Good stuff to Matt. Game 1 there. Okay, that was a really risky play. Yep. Do you want to go? Yeah. Okay. We have Ian on comms.
What happened in game 1 or 2?
Matt won pretty close, but it was quite risky the way he was trying to edge guard him.
Wow.
That's
what we like to see.
Because with Greninja, you're able to like upbeat or cover Shulk's recovered pretty easily. But
Sweet.
Either way, Matt did take game 1, and I think they're going to Palace. Hello?
JBB2.
Okay, thank you. Oops. No, it's fine. 2-0 or 2-1?
2.
Thank you.
Who's seeded to win here?
It is Matt, but it's because this is Command's first tournament, so like innately a low seed.
Yeah.
But like they've shown they are pretty strong.
This far, yeah.
You know.
And that he started a really good combo there.
He did that to me earlier.
Yeah.
And he ended it with the side B, and I died very early to it. And I was like, ooh, I should not DI in.
It just sends you at some specific angles and like very much combo.
Did he just get the downer? Oh. Okay, good stuff there again. Racking up some nice percent here, and the up B not going to take it just yet. Very, very close. And okay, Matt Chen officially the kill here, but no.
Gave away his mobility.
And the side B is not.
Should have kept his mobility. What does speed do? Doesn't it make you really light?
No, that's jump.
So is it downside just like weak hits?
Yeah.
What a strange character.
It's a very strange character.
I think they have downsides.
Yeah, they do. They should. Oh, it's like quote unquote downsides.
Yeah.
Yeah, downside of speed is you do less damage.
Okay. Yeah, I had nothing to do with it. He just died. Just normal Shulk.
Yeah.
Hello, Lito.
Yeah, jump you take more damage.
Wait, you really? Oh, that's wild. I didn't know that.
He died really early. We thought it was because. Oh, no. He's not that far behind.
I mean,
like if you're less than like 70.
If he gets the stop relatively soon, then it will be.
Hey.
Let's go, man.
It's even.
Let's go, man.
Just one combo away.
Yeah, like 70%. That's like one buster combo can very easily like.
See, his problem there was that he used a different move other than that in neutral, and I don't agree with that. I'm like, it's a really good move.
Okay, good. Down third. We get the fall from it. Oh, you saw the down tilt. I was wanting to come up, but I didn't get the dash from it. And this is a very scary situation for Matt, but just use a speed up to get much on. Yeah, like I said,
this Greninja is amazing.
Very good. Like I said, would have been seeded higher if this wasn't that first tournament. But like first tournament, kind of have to like proxy, kind of have to seed them low. But definitely a very strong player.
How many? Let's see the upsets.
I mean, they beat Jacky and they beat me.
Oh.
So, they've already got 2 upsets on their name. And that offer is going to bring them one step closer to their 3rd upset.
This is great. I've always wanted a Greninja in the NE.
Well, now there's 2.
We get like ruined by them.
Now there's 2.
Yeah, who's you one? You.
I'm trying to learn them. I'm not as good as the kid.
Did you ditto him?
No. Well, I did earlier, but not on tournament. I did in Friendlies and I got rinsed. So like, I'm not gonna like this kid clearly knows Greninja better than me, so I'm not gonna use the ninja version of him.
I was there for the ice studying Isam. I ran into Isam in the lose afterwards, and he was like furious. He was like, for the cameras, we were like, hey, and then he was like, I was like, whoa, that's having some difficulty in there. What did you eat? No,
it's very interesting because this is not too bad stage for Greninja, but it's a very good stage for Shulk, obviously. But it's a decent stage for Greninja, especially when the transmission is...
Honestly, I only see it as good for floaties. I never really see it otherwise. Or like people that like to
it's very good.
Like if you can tech chase on the character.
It's pretty good for Greninja because like there's like no space to like escape his pressure or landing. Like if you're trying to land, you're gonna land on stage basically, which is why he likes FD and Chaos a lot.
Okay.
So this transformation is like very strong for him.
I find he gets a tech chase like way more like that. That's why I like this stage because he got a tech chase where you just would not have expected to have one, and if you're good with those.
Just get the jab block, but didn't get anything from it. Okay, just a bit.
I believed in that hit. I thought you could do it.
Okay, oh, really good. Beautiful stuff there. Not knowing he knows how to bait a counter out, but not showing he knows how to bait a counter out even.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Okay, gets the forward up. Matt with very good knowledge there, using the shield lock to escape the choking down. And kind of looks to see another situation here, but still, he's very much trapped in this corner here. And the Greninja is using forward air.
I know.
It's a very good move.
When it's a character that I'm not used to, and I see them like doing some ledge pressure, I'm just like, yeah, that clearly hit. But I don't know the character well enough, so then when the hitbox actually comes out, like that air smash, when is it happening?
So he just got the grab, Falco, and yep, sat up into this edge bar situation, doesn't take a rather ledge trapping situation here, and Matt kind of using jump out to escape there, but still does get grabbed for it.
Yeah, I mean, he got that because he covered the roll in and then just could react to everything else to get the stage control. Whoa, that was weird.
Very well.
I don't even know why he got set up.
I mean, I know Greninja got hit with the forward air, but I don't know
it was only at 30%. I thought it was like a weird hit.
Okay, yeah. That's such a good option in matches like these where back air is
was
like...
that F-throw?
Yeah.
That's a kill throw?
Yeah.
Was that Buster?
It's a kill throw.
Right.
Okay, back air, not going to get the next one.
Oh no!
Oh,
Say don't so.
Hate to see it. Man, trying to go for the head off there.
It's not a lead. He'll play defensive.
Really good catch that catching the head off. Keep coming through ninja combos, I see. Not going to do too much damage because of the shield water. Hello, Tune.
I want him to make, not necessarily want Matt to lose, but I want him to at least make it even again.
Yeah.
I need that. I'm so sad about this.
Okay. Not going for a very roundy option there. Okay, and the counter stops.
It's to get another attack from projectile.
Ooh, the links,
like
the third hit of the down smash there. And
oh no! Well done,
good
Matteus.
stuff from that. Taking that 2-1 over Command, putting in some work there and like very good performance for that first tournament here.
Yeah. Gotta watch out for him.
Ooh, coaches is now. That's gonna be good.
You wanna jump on?
Fuck them kids.
I don't know. It's a fuck them kids. Not in the mean-spirited way. No. You said what in a mean-spirited way? You say F him to that child. I did not. What did you say? I just said fuck them kids. Oh. And you meant it not in a mean-spirited way? So you meant it like a sexual way? Yeah. Okay, I'll take it. Oh yes, it is.
Yeah, Callum, I agree with him. I think like literally give it a few months, give it a few months and it'll be fucking crap.
Definitely very strong advantage state right now.
Why did you say that? Oh, is it
It is indeed Scrob.
Seems like the top 8 seeds are going to place exactly how it was seeded twice. So
Interesting.
as long as Moo beats Moo Chet on Kill, the top 8 will be the top 8 seeds.
Crazy.
That is the first time
That's never happened.
Yeah.
Then we form New Yorkshire. Well, now he's farming the NE.
Sorry?
Scrob is farming the NE.
Yes.
Instead of farming Yorkshire.
Like pushing nail on the shield.
I don't know if that made a difference. I've moved it like a millimeter. It didn't, but whatever.
Oh well.
Who cares? Either way, we are going to be seeing, excuse me, the Meat Brawler and the Wolf. So no DK here today. I hope he does the Nair. So probably going to see the Nair. It is a very good move from the Brawler.
That's interesting. I didn't know that was a combo.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, forward, down to up B, like, I know, oh
my god!
Like, I know the up B is very good, like, you can combo from it in certain situations, but I didn't expect it to combo, like, that early as an option.
That's a crazy move out of shield. Side B out of shield. That's not something you see very often.
Yeah.
Scrob pointing out the weird things to beat up the matchup inexperience. Because we are inexperienced in this
We
matchup.
are very inexperienced. Max did play Meat Brawler for a bit, but kind of not too much anymore, and the shop is going to take most of his stock there. Oh man. Oh.
Yeah, it did seem like that first did get through the side B there.
Oh yeah, the side B has armor. Like at the very beginning, I think.
That's where you want to be hitting the Brawler in that disadvantage.
Okay, just that. Factor, not gonna do it yet. Just say, like, not gonna do just that, I don't think. It is a decent kill up there, but it's like,
oh no.
I'm no going for another one. And the death attack. Gonna take that first off. Evening out the stocks here, but definitely a decent extra credit Scrob on it has here.
You've got to be so scared of that up tilt because that up tilt can confirm into the up air up B.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
especially if you're anywhere near the platforms.
You can do up tilt, up air, like chain of something first to get into that blue finisher. Lucky kill very early. Down tilt can as well actually. Yeah. And I think down throw maybe, but I'm not too sure.
I was trying to grab that nair.
Oh, but
you can't grab it, it's -2.
You see that? You see the way Scrob was like scouting modes, like kind of fade back there and then goes for the heal. You okay there? Okay. Okay.
Alright. Yeah, it looks like Mo is still feeling the matchup and experience here. He's struggling to deal with how fast this character moves. And Scrob is just playing just right outside of Mo's range.
Just get the matchup there.
He doesn't know what Scrob is going to do when he comes in. That's the thing.
It's kind of hard to like know exactly what option they're going to pick because Reborn has some very strong options on the approach within there. Yeah, you've seen the side come out quite a few times. Very good, especially with the armor. It's like it kind of gives you like a not free, but like a pretty good way of getting it on the down. Wow. Okay. So, you okay, Jay?
I think I've had a chest infection for a little while.
Everyone in the NE is dying.
Yeah. Right, well, game 2. Back to Stadium. I'm interested that he went back to a dual threat instead of trying to go for something wider and flatter. Maybe like Kalos. Maybe like MD. Maybe like Town even.
I was going to say maybe like because the platforms here do assist in Scrob's combo game quite a bit.
They do, that's the thing. because those up air chains, you know?
I was gonna say, yeah, lots of people don't like the up air chains. And, oh, okay, didn't get that one though. But
That was a cool idea.
I do like the idea. I do like the idea. Is that stuff ever true? Because like you see people go for it, like never does work.
I don't know, maybe probably.
Probably one of those options you go for to see if you can catch your opponent's sleep.
Yeah, it's a skill check. Mo's been landing his own nairs pretty well in this set. That's been the thing that sort of helped him secure a lot of advantage. So it's going to be fantastic punish.
Stuff that. But no, that would be quite a bit more than that.
It does. Like,
I was surprised. I was like, I think he did. Like,
throw. You're going to be so scared.
Okay, sound off. Doesn't get it. Let's see. Up throw. Yep. Mo in the lead here. Quite a decent bit of percent here.
Yeah, this is really good for Mo. He's playing the matchup so much more outside of Scrob's range.
I was gonna exactly say the same thing. He's like fading back with the laser, like really good option to kind of force like an overextension from Scrob there.
And as a result, Scrob just hasn't got those crazy advantage states that he gets.
But the shot put will take it. The edge guard is still on point to that. Really
fantastic
good
dash back.
You can see that from Mo, like dashing back to kind of not let Scrob be able to like, use it properly.
Seriously, Mo's landing nairs have been so good. He's doing me Brawler back at me Brawler.
Okay, Mo managed to get that grab, so probably just a unsafe
situation for Scrob. In the corner against Wolf.
And that just will take it. Wow. Every hitbox of that move kills. It's mad.
Yeah, it does. Stupid character.
Indeed. And really nice there from Mo, like kind of running, like jumping back to avoid whatever Scrob was going to do, like the down tilt there. Really nice stuff. Mo playing this excellently now. Like
he actually is. He's playing this so good. It's like after game 1 he realised, right, I just need to stay back and just sort of let Scrob do stuff. Oh, that is going to do it.
So
yeah.
you're not going to stop
79%.
That killed so early.
It does. That's just the character.
Hello.
Oh no. That was such a scary position for Mo to be in. Be a Brawler on the platform looking for that up tilt.
Really nice stuff from Mo. And good, just catch it.
Yeah, fantastic play from Mo.
Really good stuff there from Mo. Showing like that amazing high level adaptation he has as a player, like knowing like kind of recognize the like burst range that Brawler has to work with. I'm playing just outside. Do you want a lozenge?
Sorry?
Do you want a lozenge?
I'm fine. It's not my favorite. Yeah. Is that playing? Alright. Yeah, I think what it is that Wolf Nair is sort of the biggest move that is fast with Wolf. So he's just being able to use that to keep, what's it called? Keep Scrob in his zone while landing with it. Oh my god.
That wasn't a kill, is it? Oh my god.
Yeah, that was scary as hell. And I think Mo probably banned PS2 because of that that stock that got taken last game. But you know, small battlefield, it's the same stage, it's the same goddamn stage. Why is this legal?
If anything, this might be better for Scrob with PS2.
These flats are wider.
It's a smaller stage as well, so it's like
really?
less space to escape to as well. Okay.
Scrob looking for
bit of a scramble
spot
situation there. Okay, forward throw, and yeah, going for the shot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're gonna just go right through that.
Scrob is just kind of pushing buttons, getting a little bit greedy for the kill.
And the down smash, you're not gonna take it just to insanely put. Oh, beautiful tech, beautiful tech. You do indeed. And scouting that jump right there, beautiful stuff.
Yeah, Scrob played super well, keeping Mo in the corner there. Oh my god!
Yo, he's going for some murder shit. good both ways. Goes for the, he doesn't get it, but does get the second kill. Even the stuff right back up. Very even game if you think you're on game 3. And just seeing, did you see that from Mo? He was just like, staying right outside that range.
It was so good. Mo is getting back into the swing of things after that. Kind of a little bit sloppy first stop hand though, so on his play.
Mo doing an amazing job here. Just only jab punish.
Yeah, not a massive punish,
but still keeping this corner pressure here, and yes, keeping it like right from corner to corner.
Rolling into the corner against me and Brawler.
Very scary situation.
Oh my god!
Quarter, okay.
Scary. Gotta be careful for that up air.
Oh, running all the way forward with that for that grab. They're both trying to fish.
Footsies. Yeah.
They're fishing that I kill. They're also like still playing outside of those ranges. It's really, really cool to see. Because it's like I don't
utilizing their movements so well, and that's good use of the movement there to land that back air. Keeping Mo trapped in the corner to secure that.
I did 22%. Oh
god! And then
this is
damage
quite a bit.
Yeah.
I was just like two-sided.
Oh my god!
And, okay, does scout the air dodge out.
Up air!
Oh my god, you see the way he's like scouting his options.
He's waiting for the air dodge so bad.
So much.
Okay.
Okay.
Mo really needs this kill now.
And now we're seeing the reverse situation here where Scrob is playing right outside the ranges Mo wants to be at. And the
Scrob's baiting those options so well at that last stop.
Wow.
Alright.
2-1 to...
Yeah.
Is this on that? Yeah, I was going to say I couldn't see from there. 2-1. Okay, we're going to have Curry and Scrob on stream soon. Maybe have that now, but I don't know.
The loser of that will be waiting for fucking forever.
Yeah, we're not putting what is finals on screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, what's next?
Me versus me, yeah.
That's happening already.
Yeah.
Okay, hurry up with it,
So we're going to have Horus versus the winner of New and Chet. Very unfortunate. It was more of an unfortunate last stop, to be fair. But it was a really good set either way. You saw the adaptation from over in that game too. And it was really, really cool to see, to be fair.
Matt! Matt! Play on stream. Huh? Yeah, it's just finished, yeah. Their set is just finished, and now you're playing the winner.
I thought you meant Matteus.
Oh, no, sorry.
Why you built like a fucking joke character? We don't have time. We have to put it like soon. Sorry, we've only got it until 9 now. We have to pick it up by 9 because there's only one person managing it on our boxes.
Hi mate, what's going on here?
Did he complain?
Well, he said, more than a chipperoni. Oh, it's funny. I'm on your AirPods. Give us your AirPods now. You paid for them AirPods. That's converse. You think these are these excuses? Even one. I don't think it was me that called him Claude. He said something. Yep.
Sorry, mate. If you paid for that,
Why have you modded him again?
Why are you unmodding
He's not even a TO!
Yeah, but he's useful as a mod.
He's useless!
Why are you doing
I'm timing him out.
Time out to... Why?
We'll have this conversation again in 10 minutes. You know what, Dan, just for that comment? I'm not dealing with that.
How do I untime out someone? How do I untime out someone?
You gotta wait the timeout and then you get on.
No, you don't. I know you don't.
That's one way of doing it though.
Yeah, but like,
how long was it?
untime out over like 10 minutes.
Yeah, just wait 10 minutes.
I'm not waiting 10 minutes.
That'll learn him. Oh, time out you.
Well, how do I get rid of this?
I should be watching this. I'll learn the matchup. Oh, you don't roll against that apparently.
There you go, that's done. On timeout.
Guys, why have you been timed out
like
5 times? How many times were me?
From what I understand about these characters, timeouts are appropriate. They'll come back after getting a coffee and be alright. I've been seeing the tweak memes.
Yeah, so,
just doing nothing.
So
and
stupid.
Is he protesting? Oh, that egg's nearly dead.
That egg is dead.
Yeah, just 80%.
Oh yeah, you can have it back. It was Evan who took it away.
You have a lot of responsibility, Lighto.
And Evan who timed you both out.
Did Mood take the money off the Enderman? Did Mood take the game off the Enderman?
Yes.
So 2 Enderman games.
2-1 to me against James. We're playing coming out. Yeah, good luck.
Good stuff now. He's already gone. No, okay.
Cool guys, don't want to explosions. Oh, Trillbi and Matteus. Kind of want that on screen.
That would be a very good set time on stream.
They can wait 5 minutes.
We're not behind, but I don't know.
Are we behind? We've got an hour and a half. Well, we've got ready till 9.
We do.
There's
We
only
have
5
time.
sets. Although, potentially Mo versus the winner of this game, but... Yeah, just play.
This game might go on for a while.
No. The last one didn't really. The last one only went like 4 minutes.
The first one was... I mean, with 4 minutes is still a while for me. Like...
The eggs are the perfect dog. That's the secret to the match. Oh, the accidental footstool. What was that?
Oh yeah, I'll be having
The recovery on that up B, he was on the
like
ground.
no lag. It's mad. You like combo into up smash. It's stupid. I hate it.
Projectile grab. Oh, jeez, that must have been some DI.
Yeah, that was indeed. That looked very bad DI.
Might just not have been expecting to get it.
Ooh, that looked also bad DI.
No one's getting any of the death bars or whatever.
Yeah, with the lightning fox.
Do you think that's a reason to not use tap jump in this game? Do you think that's a reason to not use tap jump in this game? It's like down in is like always the best DI. So if you're tap jumping, you'll be holding up. I don't know if that's what you and the players are doing, but I just thought about it now.
I think maybe. I mean, like,
Oh, he's got a crystal. Diamond. Beam. Minecrafter. It's a timeout over here.
yeah, I untimed him out.
Oh, the doggy timeout lighter.
Yeah, I'm done.
He deserved it.
I'm done.
He came up with the name NewcastleVania, so he knows things. You can tell that Jay just wants
Well,
that
if you're
shield
holding
dead.
the up, then it would buffer because Smash Ultimate has really crappy, like, what's the word? Like, hold buffer system.
Double jump down me, love it.
An option, then you'll do it immediately after, once you're able to. Like, if you do an attack and you hold jump, you'll jump immediately as soon as you're able to.
Hey, what now?
So, Ultimate has, like, a hold buffer system.
Yes.
So it's like a 10-frame buffer of normal buffer.
Yes,
But
and
then
then an unlimited buffer.
But then an unlimited hold buffer system, where no matter how long your attack or animation is, if you hold the option, you'll do it immediately as you're able to. So tap jumping and like holding up, you might actually use your jump when you want to DI up, for example.
I know that's a method of getting the footstools. You can have tap jump on and just hold up, and you can dodge all the moves.
It's not. I don't know if it's like unlimited, truly unlimited, but it is.
Yeah, it
a
is.
very long time. I think no, it is. Yeah, it is.
I remember them sitting there on launch day just going, what the hell is this? Well,
2-1 to Jay,
well done, Jay.
and we will have you and Mo. They're probably already playing, I reckon. Yeah, they're already playing.
So, where are we at? Losers quarters.
Whose phone's on the floor?
No.
You can jump on that, go. Kirin with the speed back in the nice. I took one step and you've already.
Is Rose Hoodie based on the Evangelion?
Alright.
I don't know. I know Matt's one is the Evangelion one. I don't know. Yeah, Matt's is near, yeah. I can't see moves right now because he is facing away from me. Oh, look at this gameplay!
They're slowly gonna get better.
Are they really doing this? Okay.
Okay, we don't have to ban Steve just yet. We don't have to ban Steve just yet. If you don't watch him, Horus will be playing, but carrying on the second.
That's not what you love to see. Dan, I know you'd love to see it.
You're gonna love to see it.
Dan, I know you absolutely love it.
Taking off the block.
This is kind of
A weird set.
yeah, I don't like it.
I mean, I don't know. Oh, here's what I'm 100% gonna say that for next stop.
What is even happening?
Is Mo gonna make us have to ban Steve?
I'm gonna ban Mo. Fuck that.
Yeah, let's ban that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Funny. For an end of year weekly, this is really fucking cool. We have a stacked weekly here. I'd just like to mention that.
Indeed we do.
We have a stacked weekly. Viciously. The best player in the entire Northeast.
That is factually incorrect.
It's factually correct.
It is like
It's factually correct and cannot be otherwise.
it is like the least the most untrue.
The least untrue?
Yeah,
The least untrue. It's true.
The most untrue thing you've ever said.
I've said worse. Down smash is safe. Oh no, that wasn't down smash.
I think it was
I don't know.
I think it was up tilt.
No.
It was up tilt. Rocking up some nice percent here. Even again, right back out here. Good stuff there from there, just kind of waved out on the platform.
Now Jay does have our center at the moment. And our center taking that kill from the minecart. Don't want loading match.
I don't know. What the fuck is going on?
On the landing hitbox, just catching his parry. Should have cut down there. Is that back air?
Yeah, that was the back air.
That's back air?
Nice back air.
Oh, I'm getting command on the side.
I love how that's like an attack and a command grab at the same time. It's very good.
I think it's interesting how they do it.
I hate it. It's like factually bad design.
You're factually bad design.
You're right. That's why I'm not the best player in the NE.
I was really confused why I said losers fourth.
I got a Discord notification. How the fuck would I get a Discord notification?
It was from
I don't even have Discord open.
It was from Joe's
Was it Joe?
Joe's got friends. How do we turn that down?
Yeah, that's probably Joe's because we have Joe's
bad.
thing on.
I don't want to touch this.
Oh, actually, I should check this.
I don't know.
What have we got?
In Smash Bros. Game 2. How much can Wolfgar for like middle platform?
I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing they're decent with it because like, well, I don't know. Like,
I agree.
I don't know. I don't know if Wolf gets much from platform judges. Never mind, Mo.
That was
Never mind,
insane.
Mo.
You're proving us wrong.
Mo just saying
Yo,
shut.
today.
Mo just saying shut the fuck up.
Oh,
Yeah. Thank you.
oh well played. That's it, I was pretty public. These are both insane players. It's insane that we're getting a grand finals level set right now in losers quarters. You got all of it.
Yeah, it's mad. I mean, they played earlier back, didn't they?
Did they?
No, it was Jay versus Connor. That was it.
Oh yeah.
Which was last week's
I
class.
was commentating.
Yeah,
I should have remembered in my small brain. Remember to show the.
Clash with Up Smash.
Oh yeah, no. I was playing Friendlies with Jay, and Jay built a wall. She down aired making an angle. We were both standing on the angle. I jumped. She was going to up smash. I down aired. It broke the up smash, but then the angle broke, and then she just like back in. It was such a giant.
What the fuck?
Yes, you can break up smash. Hashtag the way of doing your back. I almost don't want to keep this sending going. You know, he's gonna send and stop with play aggressive, but fairly simple at the same time. Because you don't want to be in Steve's face all the time, because then they can just get a free combo.
Like we saw right there.
Yeah, right there. Exactly.
And that's back gonna just send those to the other corner and just catch the line.
And it's back to even.
And it's very even.
Insane. And come on, just keep in mind, Jay has double diamonds, right? So as soon as he's gone, another like pair of diamonds straight up. Pretty good combo there. Well, whacking us. Oh, I'm getting the grab.
On the forwarder?
The back. Oh, that was.
Forwarder spikes.
Oh, okay.
Backhand.
It looked like backhand.
They look, because they look exactly the same.
Yeah, I thought there was a small difference with like there and them turning around. Well played. That's such a shame.
Winners finals has not happened yet.
Don't have winners on stream?
We're doing winners finals on Snap.
Okay.
Not patient enough for Steve. 0 to death at game 2 and then still lost.
No, okay, so on the way to your game, you look really nice.
Thank you.
Same with you.
No, it doesn't look very nice.
Winners final. Holy shit. I think from losers round 4, like from that part, everything was like a grand final running around, which is insane.
It's kind of bad.
Yeah, I love it.
That's 4 sets to go, and we have about an hour 15.
We have losers semis played like right now.
Because we can have losers semis played now. Or we can have it on screen later, but I don't know.
No, I think we should have it now, just sit down.
Yeah.
Should we do that?
Do you want to wait to have losers semis on screen later?
Yeah, I think we can have an hour and 15.
We've got an hour and
We'll still finish at 9, we'll have loser semis on. That'll finish at like 9:58, we'll have loser finals.
Okay.
I think it'll be fine because we
I
have
think
to.
like having losers semis now is a lot easier, and we won't have to worry too much.
To be fair, it is Jay versus Jay. 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 Would you and Connor mind playing off stream with the semis? Yeah. It happens so much on stream.
I thought so.
You saw it earlier as well. Literally on stream.
She joined one us to finish early today.
Oh yeah, okay, no problem.
She's like, not, 9 is okay, but it's like, she's on her own.
She's
I'd rather prove to her that we can finish early.
She's on her own with 4 months old.
Where do you think I said I was going? Yeah, I mean, we're on loser semis. Yeah. Police? Wait, what? Yeah. No, I'm going to stop when I play, aren't they?
Well, I'll see you there later.
Long month. For real.
Having winners finals, an amazing match. 2 previous winners, I believe. Yeah, Scrob won the second or third week, and Jermaine has won almost every single week he's been here, barring one.
Yeah, we can't say every anymore.
Yeah.
We can just say all but one. But maybe it will be all but 2 as we see the Mii Sword Fighter Mii applied to the Mii Brawler for this winners finals.
Dear God, what an abomination.
And that abomination is getting a bit of a combo right away on Cloud Strife, who's at 77%.
Who knew that Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII lost to Mii Brawler? God damn. The Mii is messing with me.
It's like makes a bit of a mental counter pick. You just make it look like you're about to hit with a sword attack, and then you just punch.
Yeah, it's just like have the sword out and then just like off punch with the other hand.
But it is also a fact that CurryGovernor and Scrob did face at Liverpool Smash on Sunday, and Curry won.
He dropped no games out.
No games dropped. Get the thumbs on
Is
screen.
the king back in the NE?
I should really hope so. Like, we don't really know what happened in that one
It was
weekly
an
of
insane
despair.
upset. I'm really happy for Shrek. We're both there.
Now, this isn't looking too bene at the moment. I have a real habit of not understanding CurryGovernor's tag. Like, what was the last one he was probably using?
Roxas, Kuvira.
Not that one. It was a Star Wars character, and I thought it was a Major Lazer reference.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, what was that? No, we'll never know. But now we've got the knee, which just only think of then Italian for good. But that was not very good whatsoever. And
even if the stocks were free, Scrub's gonna have to make a sense just to have a fighting chance of it. Oh, it is.
Uh-oh, me Brawler. Uh-oh. The train's hit. Ooh. Alright, the train has come to an abrupt halt.
I cannot see how Sprite's upbeat without thinking of like that one clip that Jackson posted of it's not curves yet. And he just did it 5 times. Like, not even 5, it was like 8. He got a nice backhand.
Jackson might be the best person in history. So, how long today have you been saying nice back air?
Just a set. I say it as a meme, but I really shouldn't.
Because, like, it doesn't sound like you're saying it as a meme. It sounds full unironic. So,
leave me alone.
You see, the Smash UK Discord for commentators, that's the thing, and we've never had such a useful and critical, but in a good way, place to actually learn how to commentate and be good at it. So we're certainly making our peace over there.
Stop seeing deja vu right now because this is life from Italy. You can do the stocks, but and even on percentage.
It's Kirin, you're killing me.
That's the point. I'm
right.
Funny man.
You can't exactly ban Cloud from using back air. It's his main.
I know, and we're not gonna ban it. I said nice. I like his back air. It's pretty positive.
Right, well.
Oh.
Right, well, there comes. Go on, give us a magnificent back air. Give us an awe-inspiring. A superfluous back air would be just one of those spacing ones that doesn't hit. You know what superfluous means?
Not at all.
It means superfluous means something that was completely unnecessary. Like it was an extra to the one that was needed. Like if he killed Scrob with a back air and then he back aired afterwards at thin air.
Superfluous doesn't mean it doesn't hit. It could hit. But I could say superfluous back air and mean, oh, he disrespected him. Like he was already dead. Like
that's true.
Sure.
So
we're saying 1 3 3 2 here.
We may struggle to get a superfluous back air in this set, but I'd take that over a nice back air.
Pogger's back air?
I'll let you be the one to judge if the back air qualifies as Poggers.
If I qualified as Poggers, you say it's Poggers, alright?
No promises.
I didn't get Jay to say Poggers or he said, oh, we're going to have kinetic match.
Meanwhile, we're seeing a repeat of Game 1. Curry brought right up to 70-something before the comeback initiates. Unless the up B didn't connect into itself, but it was worth an attempt. Does actually get away with it pretty much scot-free.
I just had to throw it.
So what did you think of that back air where he used it to land, hit nothing, and use a couple of landing frames? It did low profile him.
I'll pretend I know what I'm doing, right? That was also a superfluous back air from Scrob there. Shouldn't see that.
Oh, an up smash.
That was not superfluous up
just
smash.
bloody brilliant, to be honest.
Up smash.
Scrob's well in. And he's well out.
Super, wow, immediately. This shows how even and close these two players are. That skill is insane.
Yeah, I did not see their set in Liverpool. I've got no idea how close it was other than the scoreline, which certainly doesn't paint the prettiest picture for Scrob.
Definitely.
But this is what he's here for, you know.
It just shows it. Show how strong he can be as a new Brawler king.
This is the last Newcastle Weekly of the year, and he's come here to make sure that Newcastle resident doesn't win it.
Yeah, he's come here to make sure that we remember his winning.
Not that Curry G himself is a Newcastle resident, but he's at least in the region.
He's Newcastle. He's Northeast. He's one of all.
You might do what I did one day and just move. Middlesbrough's alright. I was happy spending 4 or so years there, but yeah, just put me in Newcastle now. I've had enough.
Oh, where do you live now?
In Newcastle.
Oh, okay.
But Jermaine hasn't quite.
It shows my understanding of the situation. Anyway, back to the set.
Yeah, speaking of understanding, what an excellent landing from Scrob to get straight back into centre stage and suplex with the, not back at all, but the forward tilt was enough. Bloody hell, alright, well, back to the imagination phase for Scrob now. Come up with a devilish idea to take the second start. Well, that was pretty devilish indeed.
This happens again and again and again. It's really exciting to see just how close they are. So as I keep saying that, it's impressive. Want to get the conversion? Why use the also?
Alright, we'll just try. Oh!
Insane out shield, what is it, like 3 frame?
What's the Jackster quote again for the up Bs?
It's never curtains.
It's never curtains. And right now, look at it straight.
Definitely showing it's never curtains.
Scrob in a live or die situation there, but gets a wet. Opts not to do the greatest amount of anything in response, but
having to dance around each other, getting the rugby connection there from
I sense a blade beat. No, it's going to have to be limit climb hazard. And now forced to recover that forward throw is not a brilliant angle for Cloud to recover from. Has managed it.
Scrob is keeping in the point. And up smash. Wow, the catch landing.
I didn't even see that one coming. Well, Scrob 1-1. Kirin winners finals. Money on the line. Do we take it back to the lower northeast or the upper North Yorkshire? Both are actually the same place, technically.
Yeah. Okay. You're a geography wizard.
I try my best.
Pretty much seeing a win back with this very famous SSBU here. Getting a media grab and the conversion of the LB. Pretty clean combo to get posts from them.
Yeah, Scrob, that's the lowest percent he's gained from a combo at the start of a game 1 so far.
But it's still a good percent. Like, he's still got the percent. He's still got what you need in a sense. So he's gonna have to. Never mind, that lead is immediately gone. I think he was trying to go for a power.
Dash grab from Cloud. I can't exactly blame Curry for trying to use his grab at some point in the match, but we know it's not the best.
Playing it patiently with after spots to avoid that limit side game.
Oh, parries the neutral air, but in the punish, goes straight into the active hitbox of flip kick and gets spiked down, recovers, but eventually Brawler's up B is going to be the stock securer instead. So, right, if we're in that situation again, got to be using a hitbox on the approach to Brawler's down B. Very rarely would you even get the opportunity to punish that kind of thing, but it had a backup plan.
While chaining all these attacks together at the same point.
Brawler's up tilt, it's not the easiest thing to land.
Definitely not.
Not brilliant range.
Hitting it gives you away.
But Scrob is probably the best person I've ever seen at landing that thing. It's tiny, but he just keeps pulling it off.
I'd say it's 50-50 from just this set alone, because I think Axel will pivot cancel it and just use on the other side.
And now we've got combos! Oh, Curry DIing all the way out, making it just too difficult to get an up B there. So good, not only good reaction from Curry to DI away, but mainly good reaction from Scrob to not commit to the combo that he would have wanted. It's not the hardest thing in the world to hold right on the control stick, but it certainly is a testament of skill to get one to close out the stock in that position. Right from the platform, and away goes Curry G. We are in best of 5 territory now, of course. Scrob will be wanting to make the statement and get 2-1 up.
Good use of top kicks, just get straight out of one and reset back to the same stage.
shout outs to anyone who can tell us the actual name of me Brawler's downbeat. Faint John. I created a nice little engagement thing for the chat and then I just answered it myself. Faint Jump is the name of the move.
If they answered that, I would have been like, you're cringe, plus timeout. No, wouldn't have done that. Center stage, playing a neutral with that.
Oh, up tilt again. It's going! It's gone! It's gone! And that's game 3 to Scrob as the best of 5 continues. Punch.
Honestly, reminding me of some old school ladder combos from Smash 4.
Yeah, I must point out, this is not an easy matchup for me, Brawler. Like, the character's got some stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their opinions on what me Brawler can do with his funny up B stuff. But when you're faced with one of the biggest swords in the game and you have some of the least range in the game, that's tough.
Yeah.
Scrob right on the verge of a big old upset.
Definitely dancing around my sword, carrying while push those combos as hard as you can.
But now, this is the very first time that Curry has actually been winning the game from the outset, or at least before the first 70%. He has switched over to the Advent Children cloud though, it could be the difference.
I don't think it'll be the difference because it'll just make him more cringe than he already is, because Advent Children are pretty cringe. Bad cloud indeed, bad cloud indeed.
I'd like to see you make a better movie.
Okay, you do. Fuck you.
Go on then, get out into the field and make a film that's better than Advent Children. I dare you.
I'll make a funnier film, it'll be better.
Yeah, you probably could make a funnier film than Advent Children. It wasn't funny at all.
I watched it when I was like 5.
Oh, the mobile phone has a Final Fantasy Victory ringtone. That's funny. Sephiroth's in it. That's funny.
Oh, Sephiroth kills people. Funny.
You know, giggles. Oh, this would be a giggle. No.
That wasn't quite a giggle right there.
I would have been laughing my face off.
Second time coming, it would have been insane. Had to follow him out of that.
And so we're forced to see Curry losing track of what's been his most comfortable lead all set. Doesn't go for the forward throw, actually takes a risk with the up smash. Disagree with Scrob's decision there, but I could agree with that one! Oh, waits out the air dodge but doesn't swing. Can be easy to doubt yourself when you're on the verge of taking a best of 3 against one of the best to ever touch the sticks.
Arguably the best player in the region.
I'd like to see anyone who thinks otherwise.
I mean, yeah, but like, he's retired, so...
Ah yes, the best active player in the NE, Lighto.
Hey, he's not even here, so you can't even
Yeah, he's not an active player, is he?
Yeah.
For reasons beyond his control.
The retired person is more active than him.
Sorry, mate. It's just should have given that one up. You've got priorities.
Damn, he had to have a jaw thing. Cringe. Shame.
I mean, he couldn't cringe. That was the problem. Anyway, so with no more jokes about poor old number 1 in the NE, here goes Scrob.
He's got a comfortable soccer and probably a really good
Oh, the cloud continues!
That's sadly not going to connect with Shannon.
So, what I'm wondering is whether or not we'll see the input of that buff finishing touch.
I've not seen it. Yeah, I'm going to mention it, but I've not seen it.
Yeah, it's only a 1 frame difference, and my sneaking suspicion in that 1 weekly that Curry didn't win and got 5th, I was worrying that he was maybe trying too hard to get the new finishing touch confirmed and dropped his set as a result. I never saw him attempt it, but then again, would I be able to recognise when he was starting one? I don't know what the new setup is.
I think I saw him start it in Friendlies, or just by himself in training mode.
But that was a taunt, I think.
Ooh. Ballsy doing like that.
That's what you
smash taking it. Wow.
Very, very much.
Scrob got so ballsy that his head just expands and ego and just up smash plugged it. It's all jokes. I don't think he actually has an ego.
Welcome to the chat, Sassy Flygon, a first-time viewer of NewcastleVania, the best weekly in the United Kingdom.
Ever.
The best weekly ever!
Get it right.
Sanity.
Hey, that's not a weekly anymore, that's an event. That's a spectacle.
I'm not sure they'd agree with you on that, but Game 5 is going between Scrob and CurryG. For a place in the grand finals and some guaranteed money, I imagine these two may face each other in another set or two later this evening. But there is the possibility, of course, that Horus keeps the loser streak going, or Trillbi.
It's Trillbi. It is indeed Trillbi.
Oh, that was quick.
They announced it earlier. Crown of Trillbi. All played on both sides though, but all we're going to see is the finishing touch.
Ooh, neutral get up, but Curry doesn't swing.
Had to figure it out at that point.
All underman checks. There we go. Ooh, air dodge right towards the ground. That's a free hit for the Governor. And this is just looking perilous for Scrob. Finally makes it to quote-unquote center stage. Loses the feint jump as well.
I'd argue with this
barely
point.
back. But this is not looking pretty for the best Mii Brawler in the country. Oh, it's looking fantastic out of nowhere! Alright, Scrob pulls ahead, 2 more stocks to go. He spent a full minute getting edge guarded and then just sweeps in and pow.
As soon as he was done edge guarding, he took that.
He's like, right, that was funny, thanks for the rage, off you pop.
He's gonna have to keep his distance.
Oh, suplex, it looks like it hurts someone.
Suicide kill, which is a shame.
That's a point. Well, that was one of those characters that might not actually be able to make it back from an offstage suplex.
I feel like he's got a limit right there.
Right, Blade Beam gets it started though, into the parry. We know this man's a master of the parries, but not so much the climb hazards. Not really his fault that they're not connecting there. Scrob DIing all the way out on both occasions. No, not that one.
What a shame, but honestly, good now to cover.
Whoa!
Jump on the shoe.
That nair off stage looked like it could have set up a finisher, but kept it safe. Alright, so CurryG back in the lead. Feint jump. I'm not sure if that's the spacing he wanted.
It's arguably anybody's game at this point, but oh my god, that shot which gave him on it.
Oh, lets it loose on the Blade Beam. Scrob's going to be feeling comfy now. We might even see him attempt, one of the funny things here. 2 shot puts to absolutely direct Curry's recovery. There's no other ways he could have recovered there. Just a shame he didn't have an answer for the ending of the sequence. And back air from across the stage. Oh, alright.
Nice back air.
Suddenly this winner's finals is swapped favours. Oh, down smash, too slow. We're going to have to see something clever here, not that up smash.
I think Game 5 are 2 of the best in the country. I think arguably the best Mii Brawler in the country, the best player in the league.
I thought you were going to call him, best cloud in the UK, which would be true, but
I mean, I've not
what
seen
is
any
more
other clouds,
prestigious? Probably best in the NE, I would have said. So
best in
good
the NE is 100%. Best cloud, I've not seen enough clouds.
it's like I had Horus telling me the other day, because she doesn't play Rob anymore, I'm now the best Rob in the NE, and it's like, I don't think I want that title. It's the most undeserved thing I've ever been told.
That's right, buddy. You're the best Inazuma 11 YouTubers in the
NE. Did you know that the other big Inatuber from England is also from the NE? Lives in Liverpool now, but I didn't even definitively have the best title of best Inazuma YouTuber in the Northeast England. But nevertheless, we get to the final stock. 143% on Scrob, looking.
Scrob's gonna have to work his fucking arse off.
Well, he couldn't really. So it's swiftly resolved, and Curry heads on to grand finals.
One place from both ways. We're gonna have Scrob versus, Scrob versus Trillbi on screen.
Banger says, watch this, don't go anywhere. Don't Scrob Trillbi.
If you leave, you'll cringe. God damn it. There we go. I'm gonna go check on my hot dog. the multiple blue.
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh no.
You can get jokes if you don't. Is rammed because Newcastle playing tonight.
Raffles is
I
banned
am not
because what?
rammed because Newcastle is playing.
The football team, buddy. Alright, you know what? I was excited for Scrob Trillbi. Well, should we sack it off and go football instead?
No. See, we're not all Inazuma 11 fans. Like, we don't know what football is.
You know, offside, isn't that when they like jump into the swimming pool at the start of the race?
Alright.
Right, we've got Trill versus So let's go and let's go Trillbi. Here, in the payout zone, someone's going to be walking away with about £7.50. Someone's going to be walking away with at least like
about £15.
15 great British ones.
It was about £15 for me last week, I would say. So, and this is about the same attendance number. Alright.
But of course, Hammer's rolling in with the major insight that Trillbi is indeed better than Cola. So, like, yeah, I don't really know how they're in losers, to be honest. But
Connor with momentum is absolutely disgusting. So.
Is it just me who thought Salt 1 was a better tag? I missed that.
I kind of agree, yeah.
I'm glad I'm not alone on that one. But Scrub's Me Brawler's looking very alone on that first stop. Away it goes.
Gets the tag check. Oh,
and here we go again! Whee!
It's okay.
Roy's high gravity, I think, is all I can claim for keeping him alive there. Not the heaviest, but he doesn't go very high just because of that fast falling speed, and it just barely hangs on, but now we're done.
You've got to be careful with those super aggressive options.
Speaking of super aggressive options, we're getting Flare Blade in neutral. Not so much neutral, but it didn't work as an edge guard anyway. Scrob time! Watch the clock! 7 PM. Well, alright, it came to a swift resolution. He had to go watch Corey at 7:30, you see. There is one today, even though it's a Thursday. Like, please understand, I am missing Coronation Street for this set. That's how exciting it is.
Well, it's it's 10 past 8 now.
Oh, yeah, I've already missed Coronation Street, but it was for Curry versus Scrob. Once again, living the up smash, just killing Roy off the top. Not as easy as it sounds. Oh, the shot put now.
I don't know what frame it is, but it's something stupid.
Cheeky little landing and cheeky little back air. Away goes Trillbi. This one really could go either way. I can't call this one. So far, it's Team Scrob looking in the ascendancy. There's another one of those big pows. What do we even call Me Brawlers up B?
That was almost
the detonator. Well, Roy back in. Right, centre stage, they both want it. A couple of parries. Thropper, we've got a name suggestion. Well, I'm going to call it the Fat Punch, because away goes Trillbi off the back of it. Lower the confetti, obscure the Me Brawler's face, like they're going for a round of classic mode. That's game one to the Scrob.
Thropper did the business. It is a really crazy strong move. You cannot be above Me Brawler.
If I had a thruppence for every time that Scrob got a kill with up B, I'd be a thruppillionaire.
I'm not gonna lie, I sat there for a minute straight trying to think of a joke I could make from Thropper, and I just couldn't get anything. I'm proud of you,
So back to Pokemon Stadium 2. Both of these fellows are fan of the Pokemon video game franchise, the highest grossing video game franchise in the world. There's enough filler to get us through the first combo.
I think it is the highest grossing franchise in the world.
Did I say one of? It definitely is.
Not even just video game franchises. I think it's just franchise.
Yeah, ahead of Sanrio would be second place, I think.
Probably, yeah. That's a good point. Speaking of Sanrio, Agretsuko Season 4 out today. exciting.
True. I guess that's how Hello Kitty's getting the boost to second place over Mario and Mickey Mouse. They get to lump a Gretsuko in as a spin-off.
Yeah, and they have a bunch of properties.
So obviously, if Pokemon ever were to lose its lead, then it needs to argue that because of Super Smash Bros., Mario is part of the Pokemon universe, and therefore it can chuck in a couple extra billions. But wow, that's gonna be that forward smash is gonna make Trillbi a billionaire one day somehow. I can't explain it, but that side B might make Cola a very rich man at the weekend. That's for sure.
Certainly. That move is actually genuinely so horrible because it can break shields if you do different inputs. It can send you up into the air for a juggle situation, or it can kill near the ledge. That move it can do anything.
Well, you're a multi-purpose man, and it's not often that Roy gets to take a range advantage in a set. Like, he's got a sword. There are only wet noodle hitboxes on the outside, but when you're against me Brawler, some of the lowest range in the whole game, yeah, Trillbi's going to take that range advantage to the bank. A little bit misplaced on the down air, but they're on the path to being a Thrupillionaire if they can land the next one. Oh, shot put connects! Right, it wasn't too dangerous, but that's damage. I forgot we're on second stops here.
Scrob misses the ledge trap. That's an important thing because at that percent he had that corner control, and now he's going to stage back to Trillbi, who's going to make the most of it.
Yeah, if you're going to up smash in the centre of the stage, then off you pop toodaloo. Right, but the gaming continues with a big old back air. This one's going down to the wire again. Scrob a game up. Trillbi's been in the ascendancy for this entire game, but let's not count anything out. It's only going to take one of those Thruppens combos.
Yeah.
I'm going to need that official name.
Up till on the platform.
Oh. Trading combos there. Taking turns.
This is actually just a super aggro set. Both of these hold forward players.
Yeah. Whoa! And there's the aggro. So the Scrob probably quite unlucky to be hit by it at all, but because he was so far to the left, just about hung on with his life. Can't take another one though. Hello! Oh, it's not high enough! How did Roy even get that high enough in the first place? Right, well the game continues. I'm not sure if you can true connect another one of those. So the shot puts are going to do the trick instead.
Getting out of the corner, so scary. I love how Trillbi uses that up B to land on the platform, lower his recovery time.
And manoeuvring around yet another shot put. Oh! That could have been an up smash, but the pivot grab nevertheless still keeping Trillbi off stage. That's the back air! And that's game 2 to Scrob.
Scrob was in full control of that last sequence. Just taking him from corner to corner, keeping him trapped, pushing him back off stage, and back off stage, and back off stage. The official name is Thrust Upper.
Thrust Upper. Well, there we go. Didn't even need to look it up myself. The Thrust Upper. And we've summoned an ape. Disagreeable to say the least.
Well, Connor's DK is absolutely nightmarish.
Oh yeah, like
when he gets an advantage, there are a few things like it.
Back in the early days of Ultimate, when I had some semblance of an ego left, Connor convinced me, not by their own words by the way, purely from my own, that Rob didn't destroy DK that badly. It's not like +3 over this might be.
I think it's even. I think DK.
Well, Rob DK? Or
maybe -1 to DK. But
so you've still got that semblance of ego going on. Like, I eventually admit, no, it's just Connor being godlike. It's not. Yes, headbutt's stupid, but it's just me losing. But
nevertheless, this matchup is not Rob DK. This is. But it kind of looks like it with how much that me Brawler is getting the combos, abusing that disadvantage state.
Whoa! Alright, watch that shield, but jab lock! Here we go! Donkey Kong, massive monkey, easy to hit. See? Told you headbutt stupid! Gets away with it though, Scrob being a bit of a
horrible move.
just gentlemanly behaviour to not finish it off. Scrob will do no such thing. You're having another thrust upper. And away we go.
Half the stage will take.
Hey, you might have... Ooh, I thought you went too low there.
No, it's okay. DK sucks, but not that bad.
Okay, so what we need to see is a 2-stock comeback from Trillbi and a further 2 games. The Roy really wasn't doing that badly.
No, unfortunately, it seems like the DK just hasn't got the advantage state. The disadvantage being abused so hard by Scrob. Oh
Do you
my
actually
lord.
think that DK Rob is leaving you smoking? What are you on?
No, I was joking a little bit for a stream. I think I tilted him like
7 quid! 7 quid! Let's go, Connor!
7 quid.
7 quid! Take it back from MiniMo.
There it is. And I think I told him like when you say to Lito, say something about Lito when he's playing on stream and he just hears you and it's like, what? In the middle of the game.
What did you say about my turnaround there? Right, well we're going to geolocate the governor and then give you a grand finals for everyone to enjoy. I think that sounds like the best course of action.
This is now grand finals. Right there.
Love that. What's Ken Pender's memorial round?
Sorry, what?
Ken Pender's memorial round
What?
is underneath grand finals in the round select.
We've also got King of the Hill.
We've got Dunktastic. Amateur grand finals, we love that.
Okay, yep.
That's how we made the name. Several rounds from the low tier one. We've got Poe, we've got Pools, we've got Pools. Thug finals is there. Oh, look at this from Matteus. We've got over 10 UK Shulk rounds. UK Shulk round robin round 1 up to round robin round 11 here on this menu. We've got Wii U pools and Wii U pools spelled wrong.
Oh, I miss it so much.
I'd gladly attend a Wii U weekly in the north if you want to run one. Do you want to do a Smash 4 Zoo? I'll come over next week.
No, unfortunately, I am not in the place to host at the moment. That is the saddest thing. I still have my Wii U plugged in.
The least fortunate. Well, if it's a Smash 4 tournament, I'm pretty interested. If anyone wants to host a Brawl tournament, I am there. I am already there before you even set it up. Get me in the venue. I hope so, Lito. I truly do. Show us a bit of Sonic after all this time.
A bit of cloud up there finishing touch at 30. Oh, we miss it. But who knows, that might happen this set. Up there finishing touch is still a thing. Up tilt finishing touch is now a thing.
So let's get it. Grand finals. Scrob, Curry G. Curry with the 3-2 win in winners before this, and also a win at Liverpool Smash 2-0. This is Scrob's time to finally get the business done. And the business is being delivered. First class on the business plane. Good grief, 99%. This is a magnificent start for the York Me Brawler man.
That was fantastic play. He's pushed the advantage so well. And, okay, he does. I was thinking maybe he could have got off stage to pressure that limit usage out instead of waiting for it to get used against him. Because you do have to manage limit as these short-range characters.
Yeah, the shot
because of how
is
much
just kind of
speed that
controlling
extra
where
gives.
Cloud's going to be and what you say about the speed. No, it can often look bad when most Mii Brawlers' shot puts are going to miss, but at the end of the day, that's not really what it's about. It'd be nice if it hit, but it's more just forcing you to go a certain way. Right now, he just needs some kind of finisher from Scrob, and Curry has dialed down the speed a little bit. and making it hard for that tiny Mii Brawler to get in and land a finishing blow, but that will certainly be one.
I really like how Scrob's used back like this whole week. It's just been placed so well every time.
Yeah, like it's not the biggest or the most active, but Scrob just gets it done, even landing one at 0% as a possible combo starter there. Scrob just on fire with them. In fact, I'm ready for the next one. The face jump has gotten Scrob killed. We were seeing in Winners Finals how Curry tried to, well, he went for a parry and then went to go punish the feint jump. Went and did it again, got hit by the feint jump automatically, turned it into a climb has an offstage kill, and now Curry with a nice little lead. I'm not going to call it comfy, but it's getting better as it goes along.
Yeah, I mean, Curry with stage control is one of the scariest things like out there. When he's got you in the corner with those back airs, with the landing forward airs, and the air mix-ups, it's just absolutely terrifying.
Oh, but when you're in centre stage against Scrob, you've got similar reason to be concerned, especially if you're on the platform.
Oh no! I'm not sure if that was a shield poke or he dropped shield accidentally, but either way, unfortunate loss of the start.
Yeah,
now
enough to kill
Curry's
him
in the
at 21. But there we go! Scrob right back.
Turns it right back around. Yeah, I think Jermaine putting himself sort of in that corner away near the platform there was the wrong choice, because Scrob just took that to the bank.
And here we go, that was the start of a feint jump getting interrupted by Cloud's forward air, but still back down, but too much fear of the get-up attack, that would have genuinely shut down Mii Brawler's approach. So another spot dodge on the Cloud side B though. This is one of Scrob's secret little specialties. We even got a comparison of running speeds there just to show, actually Cloud, you know, he's not slow.
He's not. You've got to be so scared now, Scrob. Just stuck in this corner.
Oh, trading back airs, but clearly it worked more favourably for Curry. That shield's getting a little low.
He looked for a roll. This is still not over. Limit can just be recharged just like that. And you're still in disadvantage versus Jermaine. It's a big old sword.
No, so we're talking 51%. If we can get Curry onto a platform, what do we think happens? Oh, the glancing blow on the up tilt. There's no way. Sparks off the top of that spherical Mii Brawler head, but he lives without pain.
What up tilt? That could be it. Oh no! Wow.
I've seen a lot of back air kills without the fake zoom in or anything, whether it's Scrob or Cloud. Alright, well, game 1, Curry G, but the contest continues.
Yeah, I feel like the stage control is actually a really huge part of this matchup. Because of how well Cloud controls the stage with his sword, you really want to be in that center stage as Scrob, as the Mii Brawler, keeping yourself out of the corner and allowing yourself to actually sort of duck around and play around that sword's range.
That's the thing, you know. Curry was facing away, almost saying, yeah, come and hit me, but that nair going to start from behind just totally shut down Mii Brawler's range altogether. I almost feel like Scrob has to work twice as hard for every neutral interaction, but also has to work less hard for a kill. So it almost balances out in that sense.
Yeah, I completely agree with that assessment. Absolutely.
Just not quite favourable enough for Scrob at the moment, as yet another game looks to be heading the way of Curry G. But you know, we are kind of at Cloud kill percent.
Yeah. Anything could really happen. Up till up B could just be it.
No, Rebecca could be it.
You just can't get in the corner versus Curry. He will hit you.
So here we go again then. Bait out that limit. No, gets full on hit by it. Cloud Curry actually allowing a safe return to stage, almost uncharacteristic. Nearly got him killed.
That was a little scary there. I thought he might have been spiked.
An actual up throw from Mii Brawler, you don't see that too often.
Yeah, he wanted to put him above, Curry above him so he could go for the up hit. Unfortunately, it's hard to challenge Cloud coming down with that nair, with that down air. It can actually be kind of difficult.
And now the limit returns. Scrob was kind of, I was going to say forced to play keep away, but he absolutely didn't. He very much died for it.
That smash was very risky on shield, and Jermaine just gets the hard punish.
If Scrob's got a move that he's best at landing in this game, probably his back air. If he's got a move that he's worse at landing in the game, absolutely the up smash. Gets him killed all the time. But the forward throw is enough to kill. We're discovering new things about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate every day.
That's some good damage.
Yeah, this is fantastic actually.
Yeah, nice little string there.
The early up B as
and
well.
The momentum
Hello,
is fully
hello,
in.
hello! And that's a big comeback from Scrob.
What a swing! What a swing!
Putting the thrust in the thrust upper. Alright, so here we go! Jabs, jabs.
This damage is racking up so quickly. Look how well he's playing this corner. Oh no.
Back off to the side you go.
Now you're in the corner versus Jermaine.
Delays the completion of the cross slash. Scrob falls victim to it. Making the best of a bad situation.
Scrob was just straight up looking for an up tilt there. Maybe.
Oh! Has found an up air. Can't turn into the kill juice. But...
Oh my lord. Either one of these two could now get this straight kill move.
And jump straight to ledge, so no blade beam to cover it. Gets up through the blade beam.
Very smart play from Scrob. Good patience.
But the back air is something you just can't be prepared for. And that's another game. One more for CurryGovernor to take NewcastleVania number 50. And we've had 15 already. 2021. Well, this is of course the last one for the year. So let's have potentially one more Brawler versus Cloud match. We could have
potentially like 7 more.
Yeah, it's entirely possible. So here we are then to the main theme of Super Mario 64. Have you ever had a more climactic finale?
This song's great. Don't you think?
I wish credits from Super Mario 64 was in this game. It wouldn't be fitting for any stages, but it'd be just nice to play it.
Neither is Swan Lesson fitting for any stages, but it's still great that they have it.
Yeah, you could maybe after a tournament's finished, you could just swap into the menu and play Mario 64 credits theme. That'd be up for it.
It'd be a good menu theme.
Yeah.
Oh!
No kill though, 61%. Wisely coming back to the stage. I didn't want to see Scrob burn a double jump unnecessarily. Another great spot dodge and it nearly set up a kill. It's not quite.
Jermaine's been mixing up sort of his getting off the platform so well.
Ooh, follows the roll but doesn't act upon it. That up smash would have been a kill if that dash was just a little bit slower. Trying to cover the ledge with a forward air this time and the F tilt on the response. That's going to do it. Alright, Scrob forced to have a real big think right about now if he wants to come back into this, into the money zone. Okay, well I mean that's the best thing you can ask for really, just get the limit out the way. Another nice little spot dodge.
Unfortunately, the shot put just missed there.
And there is the Scrob special. If he's going to back air you, you'll die. If he's going to up smash you, just have a punish. It's yours. It's free. I'll give you it. Now center stage throw combos. You'd think it was Brawler, but no, it was Cloud.
Fantastic play from Jermaine, sort of. His grounded play has been so good against this movement.
No, wow, I mean that certainly would have avocadoed Cloud if that close range shot put did connect, but instead, you know, Curry just kind of loses the stock of his own violation. But this is looking plenty happy for our tournament favourite.
I mean, anything can change with one straight up tilt or up air.
Is it time?
He was looking for some sort of hard commitment on the landing options, baiting out the forward air maybe or the down air to try and get that down throw set up. Jermaine's not giving him the space to find these openings to get the upbeat.
Feint jump does actually commit to the attack. I think there is quite a bit of ending lag on the landing of feint jump, to be fair, but I'm not sure whether that was the right call or not. But now we have Scrob on his tournament stock. Not written out just yet, but when you're getting hit by those moving nairs.
Oh, Jermaine.
Oh, he probably had a thought about pressing the B button for a second time to finish it all. I think it would have sour squatted though, so we return to the stage. See if we can do this cleanly. Jab into the rolling read. Okay, we're in back air territory at this point. The tournament could end at any moment.
Yeah. And now you're off stage in the corner against Limit Cloud.
What did we tell you? That's the back air, and that is a NewcastleVania for the final time this year, going to CurryGovernor. Hashtag team hold forward. So thank you all for watching the best weekly in the United Kingdom.
There is no other weekly that happens on Thursdays that is better.
Couldn't possibly argue. So we'll see you another one next year. I've been Taylor the Toaster.
I've been Horus.
And all of our good previous friends like Kirin and Girugamish.
And Shulk. Shulk was commentating for a little while.
That's true. Did you see how he lost the set against me?
No.
He went off stage to Yoshi down air me at the blast zone and just sunk. Anyway, yeah, stream's done. Bye-bye.